Hey there, thanks for coming to watch this video about the MX Master 3S mouse. This thing has been my go-to mouse for the last probably 6 years. Now previously I've used the MX Master 2S mouse, which is a great mouse as well. And if you're trying to save some money, you can definitely go for that. It's not far off from this MX Master 3S. But that being said, this thing has some cool features that you might not get in the older models. First things first, the MX Master 3S has an 8K DPI, which is ridiculous. I never go that high, but it's there if you need it. The other thing is it has muted clicks, which kind of help if you're in an office environment or in an environment where you don't want people to hear you clicking all day. I personally like the click feel on the older mouse, but I'm starting to get used to the one on the MX Master 3S. Feel-wise, very similar, but all in all, this thing is a great package, and for the price, it's a good investment if you're really looking to improve your productivity. Some of the main features include a side scroll wheel, which I use all the time. Honestly, if you get a side scroll wheel on your mouse, it's going to be hard for you to go back if you use that often. If you're looking for a new mouse, honestly, watch the rest of this video and you'll see why I choose this thing. On the front of the box, we're greeted with the picture of the mouse as well as the name. On one side, we have a QR code as well as some packaging info. On the back of the box, we've got some more marketing info, including the 8K DPI sensor, the mag speed scroll wheel, the comfort and support of the mouse, as well as speeding up your workflow. On this side, we've got box contents, technologies used, as well as legal. Now let's check out what's in the box. Aside from the paperwork, you get 3 things in the box. You get your mouse, your lightning bolt receiver, as well as your USB-C charging cable. Now let's take a look at them up close. On the end of the receiver, you'll see the Logitech logo as well as the lightning bolt on the top. This thing is small, compact, and won't be obtrusive. The charging cable is not the longest cable I've seen, but it's pretty decent quality. On one end you'll have USB-C, and on the other end you'll have USB Type A. Comes with a little Velcro strap to tie it up when you're not using it, and honestly, decent cable. Last but not least is the mouse itself. Overall, it's pretty stylish. The finish on the bottom is quite nice, as well as on the top you've got soft touch for your palm and then a smooth surface for your fingers. Located on the front of the mouse is the USB-C charging port, and above that you'll find the mag speed scroll wheel. Looking underneath the mouse, we've got the device switcher at the bottom. Clicking that button will change between different devices. Then you've got your optical sensor above that, as well as your on-off switch just above. There are 4 glide pads that make the mouse super smooth on any surface. The sensor also works on tons of different types of surfaces as well, including glass. On the right side of the mouse is your pinky rest, and this portion is all a soft touch rubberized material. This material continues to the top of the mouse, but ends on the left and right click buttons. Those buttons have a more plasticky feel to them. The button on the top is used to change the scroll function, whether you want clicky scroll or free scroll. On the other side of the mouse, we've got the left and right scroll wheel, which is awesome. It's metal, same as the regular scroll wheel. The finish is perfect. Below that, we have our back and forth buttons, which are placed in a much better position than they were on the previous versions of this mouse. The last button is on the thumb rest and can be used for gestures, or you can set it up to do whatever you want in the Logi Plus software. Overall, buttons feel great, everything you touch feels great, which is all you need in a mouse. Let's take a look at this mouse from different angles. This thing honestly is a work of art. They have put in a lot of time and research into developing this mouse, and it shows. All the surfaces are great, everything you touch feels great, and when you're looking at it, you're just like, damn, I want to use this mouse. In terms of fit, I have a medium to large size hand for a male, and it fits comfortably in my hand. I can use it as a claw grip or palm grip, and I have no issues. All the buttons are easy to reach, including the back and forth button and the scroll wheel, which I use quite often. My only issue, I'd say, is the thumb rest button is kind of hard to hit. Your thumb doesn't naturally make that movement, so it's going to take some getting used to, but this is no different on the previous gen MX Masters. So I'm on the desktop and I'm just showing you guys the software that comes with this mouse. It's a big portion of why the mouse is so good. And the software is called Logi Options Plus. it pairs to your mouse and you're able to customize everything on your mouse. So on the top right, if you don't have a mouse, you'd hit add device and then it'd show up here and you can click it. When I'm in here, I can change certain things like the buttons. For example, if I wanted to change the gesture button to do something else, maybe I want it to copy and paste. So I can just search for copy and that's it. I can copy items with just the thumb button. It comes set up as the gesture button, and if you wanted to do gestures just like you see on Mac a lot of the times, or with the touchpad on a Windows device, you can set those up as well. So you can do app expose or switch desktops, stuff like that. It's super customizable, and I really recommend that if you have the mouse, pair the software. If you don't, I don't even know if you have to. If you have to, that's a good thing because it just makes the mouse a lot better. Also on the home screen, you'll see your state of charge and how you're connected. So in this case, I'm connected via the Bolt receiver. Furthermore, all these buttons other than left and right click are customizable. So I can change horizontal scroll to do volume, have a keyboard shortcut, and then basically pick a bunch of different types of actions. Along with the customization of the buttons, you can customize the buttons for each app that you have on your computer that is compatible with the software. And going to hit this add application button, you'll see that there's a lot of compatible software that you can use with this application, and it's incredible the customizability that you can get with this. I usually stick to the same sort of controls on each app just because I like them. In Chrome and Edge, sometimes I switch between left and right scroll and having it change pages. So navigating between tabs, you can use the horizontal scroll wheel and do that as well. Heavily customizable software. We go to point and scroll, you'll see the scroll wheel, what direction you want, inverted or standard, smooth scrolling, web pages glide across the screen, smart shift, automatically switches the scroll wheel from line by line scrolling to hyper fast scrolling when you scroll faster. So I have this on. Basically the clicky scroll will morph into the super fast scroll, and you'll get a kind of a smoother experience if you want to scroll further down. Another thing you can change is the sensitivity value for that, as well as your thumb wheel, same kind of thing, sensitivity, if you want it default or inverted. And then on top of that, your pointer speed, which you can change to 8K if you want to. If you do that, it'll go by DPI, and this just gets ridiculously fast. I'm barely moving my hand and it moves across the whole screen. So I usually leave it at 100 and then control the speed on Windows. You can do whatever you'd like there. Easy switch is your different devices. So my work laptop here and another work laptop, and I can switch between the three very easily. The other two are Bluetooth. I could pair this up with a unifying receiver as well. I have those laying around, so I might do that with my work laptop just to make things easier. But that's another thing that you can set up in here. In Flow, Logiflow is basically if you wanted to copy and paste stuff from one computer to the other. This could be very helpful if you constantly work with multiple PCs and you want to just be able to smoothly transition stuff over from one to the other. Another thing you can use this software for. In the settings, you'll just have things like your firmware version, how to update that, and then support, just your general stuff. Swap the buttons if you're left and righty. If you're a lefty, maybe using the mouse. I don't know if this mouse would be as comfortable for a lefty, but you can do that. And device backup, factory reset, and remove the device if you want to. Now, other than that, the software, that's pretty much it. There's settings here as well for the application itself. You can go with a light theme, dark theme, or just follow the OS theme. I'm in dark, so that's going to take dark. There's notifications you can turn on and off for low battery, mic mute, cap lock, num lock, all that good stuff. So yeah, the application itself brings a lot of value to the mouse and really lets you configure it to your liking, which again, for a mouse of this price, it's needed, You would expect it, but it doesn't have to be as good as it is. Thanks for watching the video. If you've made it to this part, you've watched the entire thing, I appreciate you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It's free and it really helps me out. Also, if you liked the video, click the like button down below. And if you had any questions or concerns about the mouse or anything in general, leave them down in the comments and I'll get back to you guys. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for coming to watch this video. I'll see you next time.